Why hello lovely people, I am Mickey or McBusBus, and today is the first day of our journey together in documenting all of my favorite Palia glitch tutorials. This is going to be a space for you to visit and just jog your memory on any glitches that you might want to do or learn some new ones. Today we are going to be doing what I would call the basic fundamental glitches that every Palian decorator should know. So, without further ado, let's get started. First up on our list is a very simple glitch that definitely does not look simple. This is the out of bounds terrace glitch. As you can see here, I have these two terraces that are way out of bounds from where the actual plot ends. Now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of this in different plots that you visited, and probably have wondered, how in the hell did they get it so far out? Well, I'm here to tell you it's actually extremely simple and will only take you a few minutes. For today's project, I will be aiming to get a piece of terrace, this large terrace, into the corner here. As you can see, boo, this sucks. I cannot place it in the corner here. Come with me. Let's put down this piece of terrace over here in an open area. For this glitch, you will need a few builder's floors and a small builder's crate. The amount of floors that you'll need is based on the distance that you would like to glitch the terrace out. So, to start, we're going to want to put this one floor half sticking out like this, and then you're going to build out to the length of which you want to glitch to. So it's quite long, but that will do. This is where it gets really difficult, folks. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. So you're going to take this builder's block. As you can see, it clips to the floor. We do not want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Z. And now you can see it does not snap to anything. This is perfect because this is where the glitch activates. So you're going to want to place the block just a little bit away from the floor. And now, with another nifty trick that is easily given to us, the Alt group select. You're going to click Hold Alt and left click. And now you're picking up the entire terrace with the building blocks. And we can go and glitch this terrace out wherever we want. And in my case, it will be nestled here in this cute little corner. I think that looks about right to me. And you can see here, look at it. It is glitching. Obviously, you can utilize this glitch to a far greater extent, like I showed in my first example. But truly, it is that easy. To get rid of this mess we have here, you start off by picking up the builder's block and going along the line, doot, 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 and we're done. Glitch number 2 and glitch number 3 are both seen in this shot. So, let's start off with number 2. This table is not an actual table in-game. This is, in fact, 2 tables merged into one. This sneaky little pie here is actually hiding the glitch, but the way that we achieve said glitch is by placing a small object on something with a surface on it. So in this instance, we have 2 tables here. Let me show you by taking apart this glitch. As you can see, it actually won't be placed here. So the trick I mentioned is that nifty Alt select. So we're going to want to grab this bottle, for instance, on the table, and now it's grabbing the entire table. And check this out. Now you can place stuff inside of other stuff. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. This is how a lot of creators are able to make it seem like there's a continuous counter aisle. And I kind of done the same thing here. These chairs here, the exact same trick. I actually usually place a little cake on it for the glitch. You select the cake, and as you can see, you can just glitch to your heart's content. Glitch number 3 is right in front of us. This is the staircase out of wall shelves glitch. These inconspicuous stairs are in fact shelves, as I'm pretty sure most of you could realize. These are the industrial shelves, and up here I've also used the log cabin shelf. The way in which we glitch these guys onto the floor is as follows. We need to locate ourselves a wall. We can't use a builder's wall for this one. So here is a building wall. And we're going to want to place a shelf down and use a small item like we did for the previous glitch. So here's our trusty cake. And we're gonna alt select, grab that shelf, and now you can place the shelf on the ground. We can make a staircase by using multiples, but just be sure that you understand once it's glitched there, you can't actually adjust it. The shelf identifies that it's in a glitched state and won't be able to be placed again. So these ones are very common for little log bridges, but I think you get the idea. Sometimes the placement can be quite finicky as well. So just be sure you can maybe use your trusty Z to make sure they align nicely. The final popular choice is this log cabin one. People like using it as like a mini railing, as you can see up there on the left. Here's a little bonus tip for you guys. It's not a glitch related thing, but I just don't know what to do with it, and I need people to know that this is a thing. My friend Kayla taught me about this, and it is so useful. Alright, so let's say you get into the underground and you're like, these things suck, I do not like them. I'm gonna go to the tower. This is a part of the glitch. And then as soon as you spawn in to the tower, you turn around quickly and leave. So you spam F. There we go. And now, when we load back in, we should be loading into a new server. It doesn't work every time, and I don't know why. But look, new items, yippee! The last glitch for today's video is the floating staircases. This is definitely one of my all-time favorites because not only can you make it look like a magical little staircase to heaven, but you can also make it be a tiny incline, like right here. A lot of the larger terraces don't allow you to just walk straight up, so I use this glitch to actually just create a natural incline. One more example, I made this crazy floating paver decoration from this glitch. So let's get started. For this glitch, you will need a plate, a gourmet plate of sorts, a butcher block, and your choice of paver. Now, the reason why I said a gourmet plate is because the height at which you want your pavers to rise is determined by the height of the plates. So you can stack a few plates if you want the gap to be really big, or you can choose tiny ones. For today's demonstration, I'm going to just use one stack. And then the next step is we are going to click 4 and place our first little wood slab. It needs to be as close as possible to the plate. Hit Control, and we're going to grab this wooden plank. Before we do, keep in mind that number 3 on our numpad is a butcher block, and number 4 is our paver. So we pick up the wood plank, hover it on top of the plate, and we're going to click 3. Now you can see we have this butcher block, and the selected item we had is now not in our control. This is called ghosting. It basically means the entity has been placed somewhere else without us confirming it. We don't want to place this butcher block, we just want to use it for the trick. We're going to right click to cancel the selection. And now this little plank has been glitched up here. In order to continue this staircase pattern, we're going to click 4 and we're going to place another paver on top of it. The distance that you place the second paver on top of the other paver will determine its gap as well. But when you start getting the hang of the glitch, you'll understand this kind of logic a lot more as you go along. Final step for us is going to be grabbing this bottom paver, and we're going to put it as close as possible to the plate. Are you ready for the magic? Boom! There we go. We got our little incline going. To continue the trick, we're going to keep picking up this bottom slab. Pick it up. Click 3 for the butcher block. Cancel the butcher block. Go 4. Place our next paver. Grab the bottom one. And ta-da! Just keep going as high as you want. And then when you're done, you'll be able to place it on your incline, wherever you're going to be putting it. And now you can run up your terraces. Woo! Yay! That is about all I have for you today. To keep our videos short and sweet, I'll be breaking up these tutorials into little segments. Today's segment was what I feel are the fundamentals to glitching, as well as the most beginner-friendly ones. One day on the channel, we'll be getting into how to do all of this crazy stuff. Floating boys. And even your very own little ponds. But for now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and share it with your other Palians. I hope that it was helpful and that you might consider returning in the future. So, with that, I'm gonna say farewell, friends.